The man of the hour, Tetu mwenyewe, huh? Mr. Tetu.
Yes, sir.
Ni aje? Uko fiti?
Uko fresh.
Hey, thanks man. Nimekuambish kwa studio ukipractice. I hope sijakutoa kwa zone.
Ni sawa.
Najua show yako ina come soon. So tutafanya hii real quick. Mr. Tetu himself. Ni aje? Bana we ni performer, changamka. Introduce yourself.
Hello everyone. My name is Tetu Shani, singer-songwriter, Nairobian, performing artist, awesome dude.
Describe yourself in 3 words only.
Authentic, sincere, diverse.
What's your dream job?
I'm living it right now.
So what is the one thing that annoys you most?
This is a good one. I feel like I tweeted about this just the other day. I don't know why it's not coming to my head. People who are ticking themselves as safe in southern Kenya's flooding. Nonsense.
If you could trade lives with anyone, who would it be and why?
You know, I wouldn't trade my life with anyone else, because when you trade for someone else's life, you also inherit their problems. Now, my problems, at least I know them. I've figured out ways to deal with them. But now to have to change lives with someone else who I inherit their problems, I'm good.
What's your favorite quote?
For every sliver, for every color on the spectrum of emotion, there is a song.
Silver or gold?
Gold.
Where would you go if you were invincible?
Where would I go if I was invisible? There's not many places I could go, Mike. You know, maybe if I was shorter. I'm a 6'4" man, So
ngoja throw your shit. Nini unatry?
No, siko baya. But an invisible tall man is a bit different, because there are not many places I could go, but I'd be invisible, and then now people bump into me and they can see me as it is. Now when I'm invisible. So maybe if I was invisible, I would get some peace and quiet, maybe on like a mountaintop somewhere, and people would leave me alone.
What's your greatest fear?
The fear of not making an impact. Yeah.
What's the meanest thing a fan ever told you?
It's funny, my fans don't tell me very mean things. Actually, people don't really tell me very mean things. Maybe I'm not famous enough yet. When I first started doing music or whatever, people would make fun of my accent a lot, because I'd just come back from State O. So guys would
ndo nangangana kuongea kama mgeto. Ndo naona nimenotice unangangana kuongea kama sisi ndo tusikujaje. If you could talk to the president, what would you talk about?
If I could talk to the president, I think we'd talk about infrastructure development, and the fact that people seem to be able to get away with so much corruption, but people can't even get away with a parking ticket. So the richer you are, the more you can get away with. We have a long conversation about that.
Okay. Yeah. Which supply in your house is running low?
Diapers. Always. Always. I buy diapers, they get finished. I buy more, they get finished. If I was invisible, I would go and steal a whole trailer of diapers.
What's the lowest grade you've ever been given, and what class was it for?
The lowest grade was an F. Now, I've had to repeat classes, and it was in mathematics, and this was in Campo. I think I did a math class like 2-3 times.
What did you study in campus?
Communication.
Alafu ukapatiwa chance ya kusoma tena majuu ukakata. Tell us about that.
In 2014, I was given a scholarship to go study music at Barklee College of Music.
Barklee, man.
Barklee, yeah. But I turned it down because I just wasn't feeling. So many amazing things were happening in Nairobi that I felt like it would just be a crime for me to leave all of that behind for 4 years. And then come back like a stranger. Come back I need to be reintroduced again. Unakumbuka ule msee anaitwa, what was his name? Tetu something.
But you've been abroad before.
Yes.
So why didn't you want to stay there and do it there?
it's because I've been abroad that abroad means nothing to me. You know, it's like we act like abroad is Canaan. And it's a place with struggles. That's what a lot of us Kenyans are not telling you, the ones who live out there. People are hustling, people are struggling, people are working 2, 3, 4 jobs, you know. So that appeal of Maju, I don't have it so much. Yeah.
So what's the longest time you've ever been in a car?
The longest time I've ever been in a car had to have been 20-something hours. I think one time my dad wanted us to drive from Lusaka, Zambia to Nairobi, Kenya. So we drove and drove and drove. It was a long drive, man.
Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Yes. Interestingly enough, I do.
So everyone out there should wear a seatbelt, hata kama ni kwa mat, hata kama ni kwa nduthi.
Let me tell you, even if there's no sign of any cops, even if you know there are no cops, still wear a seatbelt. It's for your safety.
Okay. So when was the last time you were emotional, and what was it about?
The last time I was emotional was probably me getting frustrated about certain music things. You know, the business side can be very frustrating. And there's a way that people treat you like, no matter what your achievements, people still treat you like somehow you're just doing a hobby. Like what you're doing is just a passing thing.
Okay.
And so it can eventually get to you, you know, when you're following up on payments and people are treating you like you're disturbing them. Never mind that it's for services rendered. I think probably the last time I was just so frustrated. I was just like, man, forget this.
So mse anataka umfanyie show pro bono. Like utaenda upatie landlord karatasi imeandikwa pro bono. Umwambie shika rent. Ama atiweke karatasi imeandikwa pro bono kwa sahani uanze kuikata na fork ukule. People should stop that.
People should stop that.
People work hard. You're here in the studio rehearsing. Watu wanafaa kutambua hizi vitu. And speaking of frustrations, what is your lowest moment in your career?
The lowest moment in my career came after one of the highest moments in my career, which was playing Blankets and Wine. You get on such a big stage and your name is on a billboard and your face is on a billboard and you're getting all kinds of interviews and all this kind of stuff. And from there you begin to say, okay, now what? You know, it's that question of, none of this stuff came. I know I can't afford any of this stuff, so where do I go from here? And basically that lowest moment was like, I think a lot of creatives deal with this thing of, am I a fraud? Am I really good? Am I really blessed in what I do? And but from that lowest moment really was I reevaluated my career and changed my strategy. And I stopped focusing on radio stations as such. I stopped focusing on trying to get on the good graces of powerful people. And I started focusing on people, on the fans. I started focusing on doing this for them instead of for the people who claim to be able to get me onto a radio show or onto TV and all that stuff. Yeah.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
Give us something, man. Give us an exclusive. Ka guitar ama ka wimbo hivi, because you're a live performer.
Yeah. I make mountains out of molehills, yeah. And it can be quite the scene. Think about how far I've come in my life, looking greater than it's ever been. If I could eat my pie in the sky, it would be just my thing. Sipping on my champagne and my life looking greater than it's ever been. How did you rise so fast and so high and not melt your wings in the sun? They say you must be Africa's son. How did you rise so fast, so high and not melt your wings in the sun? They say you must be an African.
Noma, Kali. Noma. How long have you been doing this? You started as a percussionist?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
I started out as a percussionist in 2012, and I did that for many years. I did that for about 3 years. Play for artists, play for singer-songwriters, and around 2014, I realized that when I'd get home, I'd want to play guitar because, you know, you're feeling stressed, you don't pick up a drum. you want to feel some emotions. And so I used to play guitar and started off, wrote a few songs that I just liked. I don't even know if I'd call them songs. And I took the chance, put the first one online, and it, did very, very well. And people didn't believe it was me who was singing. So they said, you need to do a show so that we can tell that you're the one who actually wrote that song and you're the one who sang it. And that's how I did my first show, playing guitar. And since then, it's just been,
Where was this?
This was at a festival called Utam Festival. They were doing a show at Mamangina, off of the Cold Stone, off of Mamangina Street.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that's where I was doing it.
You've won so many awards.
Yes.
Tell us about that. Mbona upendi kujiuza? Mbona uko tu umetulia?
Yeah, was it? I won a Global Music Award for a song that I wrote called Samarina. I was nominated for Best East African Musician, Kenya Buzz Awards. That was in 2016. And then I won Best New Contemporary Artist at the Cafe Ngoma Awards last year, 2017. And then this year I won Best Live Act at the Sondeka Awards for 2018. And yeah, it's just been a blessing, man, to be able to win these kinds of things and get that kind of validation for the craft and the hard work that I do.
Any upcoming gigs?
Yes. Koroga Festival is happening on the 13th of May. That's, I think, 13th of May. It's on a Sunday. That's what I'm preparing for. That's what I've been here, even in the studio, preparing for. It's going to be such a dope show. I really hope that everyone can come out and catch it. It's going to be vibes. It's going to be dancing. It's going to be lit. Come through.
Alafu unajua kuna wengine wetu tuelewangi. Yeah. Koroga Festival, what is it about? Si tunaanga tu Blankets and Wines Koroga Festival. Na sisi ni wase wa kungoja road show ipite home. No. So why should we try this thing?
Koroga Festival is one of the biggest East African festivals. It's hosted some of the most dynamic performers in all of Africa. It's up there, and it's really been it's something that musicians we aspire to perform at. And so if you've never heard my music, that'd be a great place to experience it for the first time.
Anywhere we can get your music from?
Yes, you can get my music for now on SoundCloud, on YouTube, on a website called Bandcamp, BANDCAMP.com, and then of course on Facebook too, on my Facebook page, Tetu Shani.
Okay. Yeah. And kuna issue niliambiwa ni rumor, sijui kama ni ukweli. Tinga Tinga.
Yes, Tinga Tinga. Tinga Tinga is a wonderful, wonderful production. It's a musical. And it's going to be on Broadway this year. Started off as a TV program, award-winning, and now it's on musical. And this year it's going to Broadway. I'm so proud of that. I'm so excited to work with people like Eric Wainaina. And some of the other greats in the industry. It's going to be amazing.
Mnaenda Broadway. So yeah. Kenyans are shining out there. Mbona we don't see these things? What's the problem? You have really awesome music. I've listened to it. But I'm sure most of the people do not know you. Most of the people that I know do not know about Tinga Tinga. As in, nini gap iko, and how can we solve it?
Sisi kama Wakenya tunapendanga hype. So kama kuna kitu haina hype, we don't care about it. So I think what we need to do is change our mentality, change our perspective to know that something can be good even though it's not full of hype. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. So parting shot to your fans or to an upcoming artist who wants to go out there but they don't know where to start. Wale wase wanafikiria lazima nijuane na celeba nishike mkono ama lazima nikuwe na domob ndio nianze. What can you advise them wajue?
I think what I can advise people to do is to believe in yourself. And what I know that people say that a lot, but what I'm saying is do research on yourself. Figure out what it is that you're good at. We don't have time to try to be good at the things we're bad at. We only have the time to be amazing at the things we're already good at. So strive to be great. Don't strive to be average. Don't strive to be just there. Strive to be amazing. And when you figure out what you're amazing at, then you need to have that belief system, that faith in yourself, that regardless of who's going to put you down, regardless of who might try to stop you, that you're going to end up at the top of the mountaintop. And once you have that, you become an unstoppable force. Because even when someone denies you an opportunity, you move on because you know that they don't have the power to stop your destiny.
Okay. Yeah. Sawa, ulikuwa umetuambia Facebook page yako, Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah. So if you want to find me, Tetu Shani Music on all platforms. That's on Twitter. Tetu Shani Music on Instagram. And of course, it's Tetu Shani on Facebook as well.
Sawa. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for your time. Any message to your fans? Parting shots?
Nonsense. Nonsense.
Mtu mreal kaya. Fena pia ni mreal, but you're realer. Ama nyinyi ni real at the same level. So basi give us something, a number tukienda.
Samalina ekokoli. Ekokoli. Samalina ekokoli. Ekokoli. Samalina ekokoli. Ekokoli. Samalina ekokoli. Ekokoli. Samalina Epson, she came from the city. I've seen you are very concerned with that things.
Thank you so much. Acha nimalize na Wall of Fame tena.
Yeah.
Ma superstar mko hapa nyi wote, yani ase wote wamekuwa kwa hii studio. And believe people, believe.